So look at this awesome slice of cake. Look at the creaminess, look at the texture. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. Look how moist. You don't want a better pistachio cake. If you're a pistachio cake lover, this is it. Mm, 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 mm. Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Grace Cakes and Flakes. And today I'm so happy to be here. For you who love pistachio, this is going to be an awesome recipe that you must have on your menu, okay? So first I'm going to add 1 stick of softened butter, and I have it softened at room temperature. So to this, I am going to add, I'm going to add a 1/2 cup of canola oil. After adding the oil, I'm going to add 1 cup of sugar. So to this, I'm going to whisk for 2 minutes until it's fluffy. So you want to mix on medium speed because you don't want to over mix it. So now that your butter and sugar is mixed and creamy, now you're going to add your vanilla, which is 1 tablespoon of vanilla, 1 teaspoon of almond essence, 1/2 teaspoon of vinegar, white vinegar. You're going to put that together now. You're going to mix and you're going to set aside. Into this bowl, I'm going to mix my dry ingredients together. So here I have 2 1/3 cup of flour, 1/4 cup of cornstarch, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon of salt. So now you're going to whisk that together. Now I'm going to put it aside, and here my wet mixture is back. To that I'm going to add the flour. So I'm going to add 1/2 of my flour, and I'm going to fold it in. Add my room temperature eggs, which is 3 eggs. 1, And as you go along, you mix. Add another one. Then you add another one. Then add half of my buttermilk. Okay, this is 1 3/4 cup, so I'm going to add half of it. All right. Go in again, incorporate it a little bit. To add the rest of flour. And now I'm going to add the rest of my buttermilk. Gradually as I mix my batter. Okay? As soon as you incorporate it, add my pistachio. And this is 2 cups of pistachio that I chopped. Try not to chop it too fine. You want to leave some big pieces into it, okay? So, and you're going to use about half, 1.5 of this, so that you can use the rest to help with your frosting. Okay, so I'm going to add my pistachio. Let me see, about 1.5 cup. And to that, I'm going to add a little bit of green so that it highlights a little bit more brighter color, okay? So to that, I'm going to mix. I think I should drop a little bit more. 1 more drop. Not too much. And you're going to get your cake an awesome color. So here I have 2 8-inch pan. You don't want to overload your pans because you don't want your cake to fall or anything like that. So you get 2 8-inch pan, and now what I'm going to do, I'm going to grease my pans thoroughly with some butter all around it. You're going to line the pan with your parchment paper. And here I have a matching piece of paper for my pan. So that is already cut and ready. See, look at that. You don't have to go through all of that. Like, you can make your own paper, but I don't have time for that. So your pan is lined, okay? Now, so now to the pans, you're going to add your mixture. I'm trying to make it as even as possible so that I can get them on the same level, okay? So I'm using my measuring cup of 1 cup. So 1 cup in that, another cup here, one cup in this one, another one here, trying to get them as even as possible. See if I can get another, at least 3 cups. I have 3 cups of batter in each pan and a tablespoon. Okay, so they are very much even. is ready. It's at 300 degrees Fahrenheit. If your oven is convectional oven, you want to put it at 300 degrees, okay? For it to bake slowly. You don't want to rush it, okay? So my oven is ready, and I'm going to bake at 300 degrees for 25 to 30 minutes, okay? Here we go. So my cakes are out, and I'm going to check and show you how clean so my cakes are cooled. As you can see how nice they comes out. Awesome. Very, very tender, soft. Oh my goodness. So now I'm going to even it up a little bit, kind of level it up. You want to cut the top, so you want to get it even. So I'm going to put this aside a little, and in this bowl I have 1 stick of unsalted butter for my frosting at room temperature, make sure. And to that I'm going to add 3 cups of confectioner's sugar, 1 tablespoon of vanilla. To this I'm going to mix on low until I incorporate the butter and the sugar, okay? Now I'm going to add slowly 2/3 cups of heavy whipping cream. Okay, 2/3 cup of heavy whipping cream. Okay. Now you're going to mix until it's fluffy before you add your cream cheese. Now I'm going to add 1 8-ounce pack of cream cheese. So your cream cheese will have to be at room temperature, okay? Now you're going to mix it thoroughly. Make sure you don't get it too liquefied, okay? Now you want your cream cheese frosting to look just like this. Very creamy. Oh my goodness, this is almost like a nice vanilla ice cream. So here I have some leftover of my pistachio. I'm going to add this leftover there, and to that I'm going to add a little bit more of green color, maybe about 3 to 4 drops. Okay, now I'm going to use my hand and I'm going to fold this in. So my frosting is ready. Look at that. Nice and creamy and thick. Look at that. I'm going to put some in the middle here. So now I'm going to put the other cake on top and I'm going to turn it over. Make sure it's on the same level. All right. So now you can have a flat top to deal with. This is. So now I'm ready for decorating. All right. Look how awesome that is. Now I'm going to decorate with some pistachios in between. And look how awesome this cake is with your pistachio all over. Make sure your pistachio is toasted, ready for your cake. Now look at that. Look at that. I'm going to put another lining around here. So now your cake is ready. You're about to put it into the refrigerator to cool, okay? Especially if the time is hot, you put it in your refrigerator cool. All right?